It's good. How y'all doing? I want to drop a testimony on y'all about my weekend. Saturday, woke up, uh, went to the parts place to get brakes for my car, to get brakes put on my car. So I took the car and the brakes to this brake shop in Monroe in Port Washington, and they said I didn't need no brakes. They said they had plenty pad on there. So I went down the street to the Verizon store to pay my cell phone bill. And when I came out, my car wouldn't start. I mean, everything would come on in it, the radio and stuff like that, but it just wouldn't start. It wouldn't turn over. You can hear the little click, it wouldn't start or nothing like that. So I'm sitting there for about an hour and a half, trying to figure it out. I even got to jump. So it didn't work. I called the insurance company. They sent the tow company. This young guy comes, like 20, he was 25 years old. And he had these gauges in his ear and stuff like that, And he, put my car on the tow truck. And we drove out to, was driving out to Brookfield, Acura Brookfield, and we in the car talking, and me and everything gonna turn the conversation about God with me. I don't care if we talking about a pinto being. Um, so I asked him, what do you think of, God, this and that? He said, well, I believe there's God, this and that, but there's so much other stuff out here and this and that. And he said that I don't understand why God will punish us to a eternal hell for enjoying all the stuff he put here, for us to enjoy. I said, well, he didn't put everything here for you to enjoy. Well, I mean, if people are enjoying it, they're enjoying it. I said, well, go stick a knife in the socket and see if you enjoy that. That don't mean he put it there for your thrill. He put it there to provide electricity to something, So I was talking, and like I said, you got to listen to people when they talk. And then he told me about his mom. Uh, you know, ran out on him when he was 2 years old. He had never met his father, and he was adopted by a house full of Christians. They put him out when he was 18. Then 4 years ago, he met his actual father. He was really happy about that. And then 2 years later, he passed away. So, he went to telling me, the average, I've done some bad stuff, but I've done some good stuff, but I don't think I should be condemned for it, type stuff like that, you know. And I asked him if he had a kid, if somebody killed that kid. And 20 years later, that person that killed the kid established a very good life and provided for the homeless and everything, But some weird kid go to college and studies forensics and pulls that case out, and they find the person that killed this kid. I said, do you think that person should leave out the courtroom because they've done some good? He said, well, no, and this and that. I said, why do you think God would do that then? I said, what you have to understand, young man, is God already knew what was going to happen to you when you got here, but he made a way for you to know who he is. He put you in a house full of Christians. He could have put you in a house full of child molesters and dope dealers and stuff like that. He put you in a house full of Christians to teach you love and forgiveness. I shook that young man's hand and I told him at the Acura dealership, you met me for a reason. Why Acura called me this morning at 8 o'clock, tell me ain't nothing wrong with my car. Said it started up after I left. They had checked it and stuff, but then they put it up to make sure to do a little run on it on Monday. But it started up today 3-4 times, radio, everything came. I said, dude, is you serious? He said, yeah. That right then, I had already told my wife. I said, God had me in a truck with that boy for a reason, because after he told me his life, he used me to speak to that young gentleman. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my car. I'm finna go get ready to go get my car. It just would not work. Sometimes when we complain about, and I did, I'm like, dang, I spent my whole Saturday at Verizon waiting and this and that and blase skippy, and it clicked to me. God had me there for a reason to speak to that young gentleman. On Judgment Day, God will show you everybody that he sent to you and where your heart was at when they was talking to you, whether you accepted or you hardened your heart and walked away. Let's pay attention to what God is doing and not get frustrated because something we wanted to do didn't work out like we wanted. What they say, you want to hear God laugh? Tell him your plans. That is hilarious to him. God bless y'all. Shalom.